Hello, everyone. Good day. Today, I would like us to talk about how to free your mind from negative thoughts or how to free your mind from overthinking. So, in life, each day people go through a lot of things which make us to think, which make us to have negative thoughts. Thinking is not a bad thing because thinking is a fundamental part of us. For us to exist properly, we have to think. But this same thinking can become a big problem if we don't know how to manage it properly. So it can even lead us to depression, to anxiety, and even health problem in your own body, and even heart problem. So overthinking or negative thoughts. First, let's start by defining what is thoughts. Thought is a process of reasoning. It's a thinking process. That is thought, the process of reasoning. But this thought, most of the time, things happen in our life each day. A bad situation or a situation occur, it makes you to think too much, or because of worries of tomorrow, because of worries of bills or situations, it makes you to think and even goes into depression. So now, what I want to talk about is how can we manage this thing in our life? How can we make our life in a way that our own thinking, our own thoughts will not become a problem to us? So the first most important thing is for us to understand first our thoughts, which is knowing and becoming aware that your thoughts, you are the creator of your own thoughts. You are the one who creates that thought. So now, once a situation occurs, you have your brain, which we can call it the intellect. It is an intelligence which helps you think. So if a situation occurs and at that point you think, and that thinking could not bring a solution to that problem, so what do? Do you need to go on thinking? No, if you go on thinking, it will become a problem because that too much thinking without giving a solution might lead even to a mental health or even to your own body. So once you have a situation that you cannot solve, once you have a situation that you cannot handle, sometimes the best solution for you to react to a certain situation is calmness, is silence, because silence is a more powerful way of reacting, because silence does not actually mean anything, which sometimes not reacting is the most powerful way of reacting, because nobody knows your next move. Even your own thought doesn't know your next move. So it keeps you in an open manner. So now, once you are in a difficult situation, once you are in maybe depressed, the first thing for you to do is to become aware that your thoughts, that situation that occurred 1 month ago, 5 years ago, why are you still stuck in that situation? The second thing is you have to take a step. You have to take a step. Not only thinking, because thinking can even turn to kill you if you don't know how to use it. So once we are in that situation of depression, once we are in that situation of overthinking, once we are in that situation that we are stuck of overthinking, the first thing we have to do is to realize, if we see that we cannot do anything by our own power to solve that situation, is not to think. The first thing is to realize first, because without your mind being in a stable state, you cannot do anything properly. So your first step is to put your own body, to put your own mind in the right situation before you can do anything. For example, now, if you have to go to work and you are not feeling fine, your body is not okay, you cannot walk, will you go to work? No, because you don't have the energy. That means your body is the first thing for you to keep in the good state before trying to do any other thing. Because once you become aware, once you are able to perceive, once you become conscious, you will be able to navigate through every situation, because clarity will become your way. You want to move with courage, but you will move with clarity, which actually means you are moving with visibility. You are seeing where you are going to. So when we are in difficult situation, when we are overthinking or in depression right now, if you are in that state, the first thing I want you to do is to realize that that situation could not kill you then. It actually means you are not doing the right thing to solve that situation. So what you have to do first is to look on your own body first, look on your own health, free your mind. That is your first thing. Realize that your thought is your own making. Oh, how am I going to get back that money? How am I going to get the rent? How am I going to solve? And you keep thinking and go to depression. Once you go to depression, it's like you put all the burden on you and you cannot move forward again. Do you want to free yourself and move forward, or do you want that burden to pull you down? No, you have to free yourself. So you start by liberating your mind, liberating your thought. Then from there you take the step, which the step now might be doing some practice. If it's lack of money, you try to go out there, struggle. You try to go out there, do something. Little by little, you will start from a certain point. That is where success begins, when you are able to realize that I have to change from this and I move to this. So that self-realization is the first step for you to get free from that depression, because thoughts is a fundamental part of us, and thoughts have memory, and memory is a barrier, and memory is also a potential. If you don't know how to manage it properly, memory can break you down the whole of your life or for many years. So you should be able to manage your thought, knowing that your thought is your own creation, the same as your emotion is your own creation. You should be able to maneuver all those things because they are fundamental part of you. Without you getting to become aware of this, then most of the time things will happen in your life and you would have answer for all those things. And you, most of the time, people will live in anxiety, in depression, in anger, because of what? They don't know how to manage their emotion. They don't know how to manage their thinking. They are not aware of their own thinking. You keep creating a particular thought and using that thought against your own self. So you have to become aware, realize that. The moment you realize that, that is your first step of achieving that self-awareness, of moving from that state of overthinking, of moving from that state of depression, of moving from that state of anxiety, anger, and moving to that state where you are able to manage and move your thoughts and clean your thoughts for your own good, for your own happiness, because happiness is what comes from inside you. Someone outside might activate it, but happiness is what you feel from inside you. Joy is what you feel from inside you. So, things outside, should things outside bring out that joy or bring out that anger? No. Think of it. it should bring out the joy, because the anger comes from inside you, the joy comes from inside you, the happiness comes from inside you. So if you are asked, do you want to be joyful or do you want to be sad? Everybody wants to be joyful. So first of all, start by understanding that your thought is your own making. You are the one who creates that thought. You don't have to try to control it, but try to free the thought. Have that self-realization that the thought, you are the one making it. That is where you start getting free from overthinking and from that depression. Because every other situation can be managed. As far as that situation doesn't kill you, it means you can solve that situation. So don't get stuck in that situation. Don't get stuck in your mind because of that problem. Liberate yourself. Liberate your body, liberate your mind first. Then from there, you start going to solve that issue. Because without that, everybody, nothing goes 100%. Neither for me, neither for everybody. Everyone have a particular issue or a problem. But don't get it too much into your mind, because if you overthink about it, it will become a biggest challenge. It will become an enemy. It will become your biggest barrier. So liberate your mind and start from that point, and then you grow. That is what I wish for you. So that is why I'm here to tell you how you can free yourself from that depression, from that overthinking, from that lack of your own self-awareness, knowing that you are the maker of your thoughts, you are the maker of your emotion. And that is it. So like I said, next week, my book will be out. The English version of this book will be out, which is Transform Your Life, Dominating Thoughts and Emotion, Consciousness, The Way of Liberation. So this book will be out. The English version will be out next week. So I hope once this book is out, you get your own copy, so as to improve more in your own personal life, in your own personal health, in your own personal well-being. Thank you. See you then.